want, baby.
We're
All
live
right.
because Nico is sharing stories that you'd have to pay millions to hear.
Woo.
So we're gonna get this thing rolling. Before we do, this show is brought to you by our friends at Attack. Attack is for the fitness world what Megaludis Financial is, the financial and wealth management planning world.
LG Financial.
So Attack is a fitness app that everybody should have. Cenzo knows a lot about it. I don't know how much Nico knows about it. It's an AI app for athletes. You have a trainer, you have your goals, you have workouts, mental, nutrition, physical, everything in one amazing app. They've done it right every step of the way. If you haven't downloaded Attack yet, you need to. Follow them on social. It's atac.app. Amazing people, amazing app. And it's built by wrestlers. And if you guys know the history, you know it's built by a Penn State wrestler. So, all right, let's get going.
Nico, where you at?
Nico's in a park, it looks like.
I'm in a park, you know. I had to find a place to do the interview, and I found a park. So we're good. We're ready to rock and roll.
Man, that's so nice. You're just being one with nature right now. What's the air quality like out there?
It's fresh. I'm my shoes are on, so I'm not grounding or earthing, unfortunately. So
yeah, you gotta pop them.
Yeah, you're not getting the UV all over.
My shirt's not off right now.
Go let the dogs out.
Vitamin D is not there, so I don't know. I gotta get my crap together.
I don't know about
Hey, Burger would be super disappointed in you right now.
I was outside though a lot today, so I think I made up for it.
That's good.
That's good. I mean, it sounded like you were actually inside in the shelter, literally shelter.
Yeah, I got stuck there for a little bit. We'll say that.
Wait. So why are you outside? You just hanging out?
Yeah, I just found a park nearby and thought it'd be a great place to do an interview. So
poor young wrestlers listening to this now are going to go to parks because they're like, well, if Nico goes to a park,
No, I mean, like, that's good though. Like, you gotta go put your feet in the grass, take the top off, get some sunshine.
You guys have such a great dynamic together. I love this.
The sun's powerful.
Pennsylvania sun. There's nothing like it.
No, New York.
Dude, that West Coast sun. That's where the real.
You guys actually have sun out there?
Oh yeah. Dude, it's crazy.
Dude,
it's like every day.
It's like 72 too hot right now. It's 72 out here. It almost feels like fall. And you literally go, football. It's the best.
Me and McCutcheon were kicking it yesterday, and like we were just watching football. And it was the best thing ever.
It's the best. It's football season. Did you guys have a year of overlap at Penn State?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
redshirt freshman.
Mm-hmm. His fifth year was my redshirt year.
So you guys basically won championships 3 years in a row, but weren't on the same team, or didn't compete at NCAA's together.
We were on the same team.
Yeah,
we were in the Whippy Penn State team. So we were on
Western PA, baby.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah,
we never competed together there. No.
Cenzo, when you came in the room, what was your thoughts on Nico?
I've known Nico for a long time. We wrestled at the same clubs and stuff growing up. He was just a little older than me. But it was the same. It was what I expected. It was the aggressive knee wraps and the big shoes and and all that stuff. But it works for him. Double sock, big shoe.
Double socks make my shoes look bigger.
Mm-hmm. He'll have a pair of shoes like 2 sizes too big. He's got
Nico, where are you from?
Murraysville, so right outside Pittsburgh.
Cenzo, did you catch? I don't watch a lot of Part of My Take because, like Rogan, it's good, but it's long. So I pick and choose what I watch.
The Aaron Rodgers episode?
Yes. And did you hear how Aaron Rodgers defined grit?
Pittsburgh, baby. He knows what he's talking about. Yeah, I mean, whenever the Steelers played the Packers last year, you saw that look that Mike Tomlin and Aaron Rodgers had together, and I thought he was going to Pittsburgh because Aaron Rodgers, he's a great guy. Pittsburgh's a great city, and it would have just been a great fit. Dynamic Super Bowl champs didn't happen that way, but I'm a fan. Sorry, Thompson.
Did he grow up in Pittsburgh?
No, he's Chico. California.
Oh, okay.
He's a West Coast boy. You can't tell by that long hair. All right, Nico, I want to talk about your competition this year. It's been very, very interesting. You came back, you started to go February. You had like a lot of time off, 2 ACL surgeries. First of all, what happened and what was that coming back like?
Yeah, so my first one was June. No, it was like 3 weeks after the World Team Trials. I remember it was like one of my first kind of hard practices back. I mean, I went like a 10-minute live go, and I was going with Cole Matthews. And I was in on a high crotch, which I never hit a high crotch in my life. And
it's a good shot. Like, you should try it sometime.
I go to cut off to a double, and I start running him out of bounds. And when he, right before out of bounds, he tried to like, head chancering me, like throw me. And so I stopped it. Like I posted out with my right leg, and I
could see it.
Felt something that never felt before. And then I started wrestling again, and it just felt like kind of wobbly. And after like 5 minutes, I'm like, dude, this is dumb for me to wrestle. I got to stop. And then it got better. I actually went to the OTC. I got seen by like some trainers.
And when was this?
This was June of 19. Yeah, 19. And so then I saw a bunch of trainers. I started getting better, and doctor even evaluated me, said, hey, you're probably fine. And then
you have an MRI at this point?
No, I didn't. And so it started getting worse after about 3 weeks. And then I got an MRI. I got a call from the doctor on my birthday, July 11th, said, hey, tore your ACL. I'm like, man, hell of a birthday gift. And then I got surgery like 8 days later, July 19th, I remember. And then I came back, and it was obviously it was supposed to be the Olympic year, 2020. And in February, so about, I don't know, 6.5, 7 months later, I was just play wrestling with one of the Kyrgyzstan guys who is there's like 5 of them in Pittsburgh that I train with. And I was in a quad pod, just play wrestling, back tripped me, and boom, I felt it. I knew right away that it was done. And, that point, I'm just sitting there like, you got to, be effing kidding me. This is unbelievable. Because I knew at that point what happened.
Wild.
Yeah.
That sucks. Yeah. That's like.
Yeah, it was just I didn't know what to say, what to do. The dude felt so bad, and I was just like, I didn't know what to say. And so at that point, I was like, I can't go through this again, because when you get ACL surgery, it's not like you get surgery and you're done. You get surgery, and it's a fight for, anywhere from 6 to 10 months of just rehabbing. So I tried giving it a whirl without one. I got to about 90%. And I remember Mickey Philippi was at my house in August. So about 6 months later.
I like how you're naming everyone that hurt you too.
Oh, like, yeah.
You're just putting them right on blast. Yeah.
Cole, Mickey, all these pit guys. No, they're
so
good people.
Cole and Mickey are the main culprits.
And don't forget the entire country he named.
And the country of Kyrgyzstan.
The country of Kyrgyzstan people. I'm going to have Kyrgyzstan people knocking on my front door tomorrow. But no, so I was just wrestling with Mickey, and I just felt it was weird. And it was like, I was like, I got to get surgery. So I got it September of 2020. This one took a lot longer. The first one, I felt pretty good after 6 months. I know I tore it, obviously, but I felt pretty good. This one, I didn't feel good till about 11 months. And I took it slower. And it was when I got that surgery, I didn't know if I'd wrestle again. I was like, I was just going to
ask, at that point, is it like, okay, forget it, I'm retiring?
That thought crossed my mind, for sure. I didn't know. And probably 2 months into it, I just needed my mind to relax. And about, I think it was 3 or 4 months into it, I was just sitting at home, and I don't know, I was probably watching wrestling or something. I'm like, I got to come back. And at that point, I was nowhere near close to being able to do anything. Like, I couldn't I wasn't near close. And so it was a struggle. And then like 7-8 months down the road, I still remember I didn't feel right. And I'm like, at that point, I started getting a little bit like irritated. And I'm not going to lie, there was nights where like I was like just sad, like just like, yeah. I don't know if I'm able to do this like at the 7-8 month mark. And then finally, it took about 13 months. It was probably October of 2021 when I started feeling better. I was all right, I can do this. And then really the first trip I took to wrestle like outside competition was Arizona State in December of 2021. And that was the first point where I was actually wrestling guys that were like, all right, they want to rip my head off in a way. I mean, they were obviously good guys, but it wasn't just people back home who were like, hey, I know you had 2 ACL surgeries. I want to be smart.
It wasn't Cole and Mickey just trying to hurt you the whole time.
Yeah.
Or the country.
Or the country of Kyrgyzstan. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's when I kind of knew. I was still a little bit slow. I wasn't where I wanted to be then, but I was still like, all right, I still got it. I'm, still wrestling pretty good. But so that was kind of when I made the decision of, I think it's realistic to come back. It was probably December of 2021.
And then so that's pretty quick then, because then you wrestled Yasar Dogu and like 2-3 months later.
Yeah, I threw myself to the wolves. And
you looked pretty damn good. Bronze medal, right?
So too,
yeah. Yeah. I mean, I didn't like, there's that thing of, all right, I know I got it, but there's also that what if. I mean, it's a competition. I didn't have a competition for 3 years. The last one was May of 19. That was the World Team Trials in Raleigh. So it was 3 years. So you still get, like you see all these guys in the practice room that are kicking people's butt, but maybe they don't have that competition mindset. And so was like lingering in the back of my head, like, all right, well, I got to put it in a competition. And I came back, and my first match, I had a rocky first period. I mean, the dude was good, but I didn't wrestle bad, but I ended up winning the match like 14-8 or something. And then I still wasn't there.
Brag.
I wrestled.
I put up 14 points real quick.
He's like, it was a really tough match. I won by 6 and put up 14 points.
I got him tired, man. I got him. It was an Austrian dude, but he was from Yakutsk, Russia, and he was warming up with Russian stuff on, training with the Russian guys. So he was good. And then I wrestled Kumar from India, and I still was rusty, man. He would not whoop my butt now, but he whooped my butt then. Just I wasn't. That's
that's how it goes, man.
I had to knock some rust off, and I don't know, he beat me by.
He knocked it off.
He knocked the rest off.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
he knocked it off.
Yeah, he hit me with some stuff. So, and then after that, I beat the Italian Russian dude. It was good, and then I beat the Iranian.
Are you serious?
They were all Russians, wrestling for different countries. But
Italian Russians.
When are we going to get the American Russians? When are they going to start coming here?
I know, right? That'll be the day.
No, they're afraid.
Yeah, I mean, the first tournament I came back was not an easy one. That's for sure.
And what do you do? I'm always fascinated.
All Russian dudes.
Nico, I'm always fascinated by the fact that like you're not just training and competing, you're also like full-time financial advisor, wealth management. Like you have a full-time career. That's a bit different even than like if you're an athlete and you're coaching, it's a completely different dynamic because it's same world. You have different worlds. What the heck do you do when you're in Turkey?
Yeah.
Like, are you just out of office for the week?
No, I have a team. So I have obviously my dad's been in business for 38 years. And then our staff. So we
what's it like being Luke Gardner's boss?
LG.
What's it like being his boss? Because he does work for you. So like Luke handles a lot of his light work whenever he's like overseas and stuff like that. Like we're like the secretary type stuff,
Yeah, you can say he's our secretary. No, he's so we're Megaludis Financial, which Megaludis Financial we don't sit on the stock exchange. That's billions of dollars. So we have our main institutions, Northwestern Mutual. That's where we have our wealth management company. And then they also have an insurance company. But our team at Megaludis Financial, it's myself and my dad. We partnered together. I've been here for 6 years, but we partnered like 3 years ago. And then we have Johnny Sarandis, who's our accountant. We have Caitlin and Sage. That's our team. So like when I go away, I don't have to worry. It's like I got them. So it's refreshing. I don't have to stress out about that sort of stuff. So that's what makes it nice when I go.
That is nice.
It's good to have the setup that like even if you're not an athlete, like just having the setup that allows you to do in life what you want is very important. Because I know there's a lot of people, and I think Burroughs tweeted out, I think maybe after you won the Open, he tweeted out about, the fact that you're working full time as a financial advisor and wrestling is good. Speaking of the Open, I mean, you crushed the Open. What was your thoughts? I mean, that Kumar definitely.
I thought he looked great.
Yeah.
Or are you asking him? I
thought he looked both of you.
I get tired watching Nico wrestle.
So do I.
I get tired, and it's like the whole time I'm just like kind of shaking a little bit because there's just a lot going on, and he's just like chasing the person he's wrestling the entire time. So it's pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, that's one thing.
You can talk about yourself though.
Yeah, I'll talk about myself. Not you, where you're throwing things at you got big balls. I'll say that. I don't be hitting these crazy stuff.
Because you wrestled the whole time. I kind of chill, and I was like, I got to do something now. I got to do something now.
Hey, I don't think I've ever hit a throne in my my life, except when I was in college. I was DQ'd for hitting a throw at Michigan State.
And then your seed went to shit. Yeah.
What's that?
Your seed blew up. And then your seed went to shit.
Yeah. Oh, God.
It messed up your seeding.
Yeah.
I heard you're really upset about that.
Oh, I was we should probably leave the words that I said out of this conversation.
No, we will.
There'll be censorship the whole time. But
we'll leave that out.
So that's your one and done. That's your one and done throw, Michigan State.
Yeah, I hit a key lock, from a Russian tie.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You roll. No,
unless you're real woods, you can't do that.
The arm came out, and it was DQ right away. But so I guess what was your question? It was about the Open.
This is textbook Nico. I love it. I'm just talking to you about the Open and how you felt about your performance. I mean, you beat Josh in the finals, Rodriguez, NLWC guy. You beat Seth Gross in the semis. You looked great, and you apparently hurt your hand, but didn't tell nobody until you had the surgery, which that's like pretty typical for the rest.
Oh, it looks pretty good. Let's see it.
It's way better.
It looks way better. That looks way better.
Yeah, you can see the scar.
So what happened to it?
Yeah.
There was like 2 fully torn ligaments. I heard it. I don't even know which match it was at the Open. I have 600 stub fingers. I mean, they're twice the size. I mean, you could see these fingers, it's all messed up. So you just go through with it. And so I'd be practicing after the Open, and it would hurt, but I didn't think anything of it. And then at the World Team Trials, I really hurt it, and it was just blown up. Like, I don't know if you saw the pictures of it.
Oh yeah,
but it was
disgusting.
I thought there was like something living in there. And after like a week and a half, because I didn't wrestle for that time, it just didn't go down. It felt terrible. I saw a doctor, and he's like, yeah, you have 2 fully torn ligaments, your joint's out of place. And I didn't want surgery, but I had another hand specialist, 2 orthopedic surgeons that I know, and another chiropractor who knows a lot of this stuff. They were like, your hand's messed up. You need to get it fixed. And so at that point, I'm like, well, I was going to probably take a month off the mat anyways. I was still going to lift and do other stuff, but I wanted some time off the mat. So like, I'd rather just get it done now instead of wait a month, come back, and what if it's still hurt? Then I'd have to get surgery then. So I just got it done right away. And, it's like probably a 2-3 month. I'm at like the 7-week mark. I could probably start wrestling in a week or 2, but I'm not going to be an idiot. probably wait another month, and start.
How much do you think?
I love smart Nico. See, you would have never done that like a few years ago. You would have been wrestling already.
Yeah, I've shadow wrestled quite a few times, but
Nico. By the way, Nico's Instagram is so funny because he'll post nothing for like months, and then all of a sudden it's like oxygen therapy, and then nothing for months, and then it's like something so random. Like
I'm there with a mask on, and just oxygen pumping in. People are like, "What the hell are you doing?"
By the way, what the heck is oxygen therapy?
Yeah, it's called hyperbaric oxygen therapy. You sit in a chamber. They pump like oxygen.
You claustrophobic.
So yeah, it's not fun.
I mean,
I don't like
it's
that
good
stuff.
for healing, recovery, like your blood cells, white blood cells, all the immune system. I don't know. I mean, I've read on it, and then I've read a bunch of people do it, so figured might as well.
Yeah.
Not afraid to try it. But,
yeah, that for me is just I understand the benefits of it, and I'd like to do it. It's the small spaces for me. I also really want to try what's the other thing everybody's doing? The cold chambers. Cryo.
Yeah,
Cenzo, you do that?
I've done a cryo before. It's not that bad. I think I'd rather do that than a cold tub. I think. But I don't know, like what the benefits are of either, like comparatively. So I don't have a bunch of cryos just available to me either. So
I think it's the same thing. It's like basically the same thing, except it takes 3 minutes. You go in there. Right. I don't know. It's easier for me.
Well, if you got one, just send me one. Do you have an extra?
Yeah. I'll go spend $50,000 on you. No big deal.
That's nothing. I've seen the Megaludis workout. That Megaludis workout basement is, there'll be one in there soon.
I've been there a bunch of times.
You have, dude. You're probably there, and you back there in the Pitbull days. It all was sunny
all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. Your place in the Charcos.
Doing a bunch of bear crawls, bunny hops. Sonny hitting us over the head.
Really fun. One time he found a thumbtack, and like if we weren't standing up quick enough, a thumbtack in the butt.
And then he
get you up there, yeah.
And then he'd be like, bow right now. Then he'd hit you over the head. Yeah,
this one. Making Teasdale run sprints all day.
Old Sunshiro, man.
Be like, all right, guys, Gavin doesn't do this right. We all run sprints, and then Gavin wouldn't even know what move we were doing, and then we'd all have to run sprints.
Sounds about right. Not yours. Those were the days.
The old childhood days. No, I don't miss that at all. But
so Nico, back to the
US. I have a question. I don't remember.
Well,
yeah, you got it, dude.
Hop in if you think of the question. I love your color commentary. I don't ever.
That's what I do. That's what I do.
It's so Nico. After
that a tidbit here and there.
After you, well, that's why people listen. The back and forth. So
Nico, I've been saying, I keep interrupting, but I've been saying like I should be one of those. I should be one of those guys like in a rap song that does like the ad libs like in the background, that like makes like the noise effects with their mouths. Like that should be me. I just chirp in all the time when I'm not supposed to. So
we need that. All right. So
all right, go ahead. You're up.
Nico.
Start beatboxing.
Nico, don't interrupt. All right. So Nico,
can't do it.
You win the US Open. You're the favorite at the team trials. Then the Seth Gross match happens. You kind of get stuck.
Yeah.
What happens in your mind at that point?
Shit.
Yeah, that's what I'd be thinking too.
I mean,
I love the honesty.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was just like the dude is a weird wrestler. Like, and I'm not like
he's got weird, a funky style.
He's funky, man. Funky style. The one thing about Gross, he's a good dude. He's a tough wrestler. He's hard to train for. And I knew getting to his legs would be easy, and he probably let me in a few times, and that's what he does. And he took me down right away when I was in on his legs. I kind of did a dumb it was stupid. I kind of let go of the leg. Like, I don't know, it was just one of those things where it was I don't want to say a mental error. It was just, I stopped wrestling for a split second and I gave up. So it was 2-0 and I got to his legs a few more times. And I got to a sweep single, I think it was. I haven't watched the match yet. I'm not going to lie. I will watch it.
Are you going to watch it?
Yeah, when I come back and I start wrestling again and I probably wrestle him again, I will watch the match. I got to his legs and I remembered, all right, I got to freaking score because I think it was 4 minutes down. There was 2 minutes left. And I started circling hard. I got my butt up in the air. And as soon as my butt got up in the air, he timed it, cradled me, and pinned me. And just like, it was one of those things where, I don't know, he's just so tricky that you're like, man, I felt like I was the better wrestler, but he's just so tricky. He got me. And that's why he's so good. I mean, so that when that was done, you're just like, what the hell happened? Yeah. And it was something where I'm not going to quit. In my mind, I mean, just like everyone who's wrestling, they want to make the world team and win a world title. So there's nothing different, but I was done and I was like, all right, well, I got to get ready for tomorrow, but it was tough. Like, I remember, like, because you kind of do your weight cut at night. I don't cut really any weight for 61, but I wanted to eat a good meal. So
me and you, bro, we were cutting.
Yeah, we were cutting hard, man.
We were getting after it. We were in the sauna.
We were eating like 3,000 calories a day before.
I know, it was sick.
I know, awesome. But so like, the match was done, and I remember I didn't know what to do. I was kind of like, I didn't know what to do. I looked at Drew Headley. I'm like, dude, I got to keep myself sane. I might as well just cut a little bit of weight, roll around with you, just get my mind off of it. So I rolled around with him for like 30 minutes and got my mind a little bit better. And then I went back to the hotel room and, I just called up my dad. And I was like, hey, just come sit with me. I need someone to talk to. Just remember, I talked to Molinaro a little bit on the phone. I'm really good buddies with him. And
he's nice.
Yeah, he's a great dude, great buddy of mine. And, I didn't want to wrestle the next day at that time, but I knew I was going to wake up that morning and, just you were going to flip the switch. And so I just, talk to people. I needed to get my mind right, not think about wrestling. And, then the next morning you wake up and you're like, all right, this sucks, but what am I going to do? I got to go win 2 matches. And then you have Graf right away. He's capable of making a world team. And then Rodriguez is pretty doggone good too. So
Josh wrestles hard.
Yeah, he wrestles hard.
He wrestles hard so, too.
Yeah. It's that's the sport, man. It's a freaking it teaches you life, man. I mean, I was just 100% set on making a world team, and then you lose, and then hey, you gotta go wrestle 2 freaking tough matches, and just like other people had to do. I wasn't the only one, So
obviously, it's easier to pick something after the fact, but like one of the reasons I didn't do, me and Willie were talking about doing a Final X preview show, and I feel like the incumbents are all like 8 out of 10 returning world team members, a lot of medalists. It's very tough to pick the underdog there. Did you think Gross could beat Fix at Final X?
I'll be honest. If you put money, if I had to bet money, I would have. Although I'm not going to bet money on it. I'm not going to bet.
Good catch.
Good clarification.
I would never bet money on my sport.
Yeah, I ain't going to bet money on people in my weight class. But if you put a gun in my head, I would have said Fix. Just the
I
thing
think
about
most people
what
would.
if no one put a gun to your head and it was just like, hey, who you got?
What if someone just asked you on a podcast pretty casually?
Yeah. Like, hey, like who did you think was going to win?
Fix. I would have said that. I know.
Hey, me too.
And the thing about Gross is he can beat anyone in the world just because he's so unorthodox. like that's the thing about him. He like just being
we talked about him last time too.
Yeah, being a blunt. Yeah. I'm not going to hold back my feelings. He can lose to someone that, I mean, is maybe someone I could tech, but I feel like he can beat anyone in the world at the same time. That's just my thoughts because he's so unorthodox. And,
have you ever wrestled Fix?
No, the only time I wrestled him ever was he came and did a camp in Cannonsburg, which is like a half hour away. And this was like in September of 2021 when my ACL, I was still like, so I was like play wrestling with him, but there was that little bit of like, I'm probably going to wrestle this guy or may wrestle this guy in 8 months. But no, I've never wrestled him in a match.
You beat Gross at the Open 4-1, and then Gross goes and beats him 2 out of 3. Does that factor in at all to when you're game planning, whether it's confidence wise, whether it's like, I think if I'm you, it makes it even that much more obtainable. Like I beat the guy who beat the guy. You know what I mean? Like, does that factor in at all to your thoughts?
Can you guys see me all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
We see the tree.
All right, good. Just making sure you can see me. No, I mean, they're both very good wrestlers, but I know where I'm at. And the thing that sucks is 61. I mean, any weight, I believe I can win, but 61, there's no one like you look at the guys that are wrestling there, and especially with the Russian out. I mean, that Magomedov's pretty doggone good. But everyone else there, there's oh boy, they heard me talking about the Russians.
No, don't say it.
Coming after me.
I knew that's what you're gonna say.
Oh boy, we'll see what's good. Do you guys hear me all right or no?
Yeah, I can hear you. We just hear
we hear everything.
We hear everybody going into their bomb shelter too right now.
Mm-hmm. It's the Kyrgyzstan.
They're coming.
Yeah, I didn't want to say the country. That's why I keep saying country. We'll continue, Nico. Say what you were saying.
Yeah, but like so 61. Let me try and walk.
I think we should have just done this from the shelter.
Yeah, why was that at the shelter in the first place? But
I know we're still waiting for that answer.
So I mean, 61. It does kind of suck because
I don't
really. What's that?
You said she's still in there too. She's still at the shelter.
I don't know. I've gotten a few texts, but I got to do my thing.
Yeah, you do.
So just looking at the weight class of 61, I really don't feel like it's that deep or tough of a weight, in my opinion. So it sucks. I feel like making the world team is just as hard as medaling in the USA than medaling in the world. Agree. So, that part kind of sucks. Like, when I think about it, but that's life. So, yeah, I mean, I think if Gross won a world title, I wouldn't be shocked.
Yep.
One bit. I mean, he's a damn good wrestler.
Sun-kissed kids, man. Of course, of course, you got a title shot.
So,
shout out Sun-kissed kids.
Yeah, if he wins a world title, then I am not surprised.
Yeah. No, I agree. A couple random things here, Nico, that as I was thinking about different topics I want to talk to you about, this was by far, there's one that's very interesting. You've got a girlfriend now. We can talk about that in a minute. But number 2, and apparently Chen tried to steal her.
Animal shelter,
what? So, Nico, I want to call out Willie for a second. He tweeted out a few months ago that Demetrius Ramiro started college wrestling for Boise State. And then he goes and was in college when Nico Megaludis won a title and still has eligibility, which is crazy in itself. But you quote tweeted that with "I'm not that old" so fast.
That's why I shaved my beard. I had a beard for 3 years, and then after that, boom, done.
Well, you can't be Baby Flow Nico if you don't
if
you don't have the beard.
Exactly. I don't know. I don't think I'm that old. I just turned 30.
Is Demetrius Romero still in college?
According to Willie, he still has eligibility.
He was in like 3 of my NCAA brackets.
Willie said 2 months ago he still has college eligibility. I don't know if he's still wrestling.
He All-American at one of my weights one year.
Yeah,
that's kind of silly.
Yeah, no, that's wild.
That's a lot of college.
Like, there's been some.
Well, you can't. Yeah, you can't keep track anymore. It's like 8 years in college.
No, Jake Herbert used to be the outlier, like the longest college forever.
Now that's the standard now.
Bro, how long was Herbert in college?
Like 8 years.
Good. I don't know. Probably like 6, 7.
No, I think it was 7.
9. Did I hear 9?
6, 7, 8, 9. Why was 6 straight 7? 7, 8, 9. All right.
Nico, a question about Penn State lightweights. I'm curious on your take. Penn State has not had much success at lightweights since you were there. Do you think that is a timing thing? Like, if you were all of a sudden thrown in as a lightweight coach, what would you do?
At Penn State?
Yeah.
What would I do?
I'm curious because people say, like, there's the Soriano curse, there's this, there's that. And there hasn't been, like, it's like kind of one of the holes in the lineup. And it's been a lot of injuries. It's been like transfers, injuries. It's been like, there's like a curse. You know what I mean? Like,
I think they're going to be okay there next year.
I do too.
Yeah. I think they're going to figure it out. I mean, Coach Cody, he's a lightweight coach. He knows his stuff. They're going to figure it out. I mean, I think it's just, honestly, man, just like a series of just unfortunate things. I mean, obviously you have Soriano, who you recruit, and maybe that could have limited other recruits, and then he leaves after a year. And so that next year is basically done, unless you get a true freshman that's very good. And then you have a couple injuries with some guys that come in. And yeah, I think it's just a lot of unlucky things. Yeah, I just think it's, I don't know, not luck.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things that, like, they're doing all the right things, that there's like a curse there at that way.
I mean, yeah, whenever
so
I was on the team,
I wasn't the one who left the curse, right?
No, Soriano. It's like the Soriano curse is like what the internet people talking about.
Yeah,
I think Bobby H is going to fix that this year.
Yeah, he's tough. I like him.
He's a tough son of a gun.
He's good and he's tough. He looked really good at the Open, I thought. But yeah, no, we
won
had
like 8
trouble
matches
there, man.
straight.
Yeah, he did. He looked good. Whenever he goes, he's good. But I don't want to get into too much stuff like that on this. But he
no, just color commentary. I can't say that.
I don't want to go into analysis. That's just ridiculous.
You're very good at it, though.
I try
to. Come on, give it. Let's hear it.
I don't know. I'm just saying, whenever he goes, he goes. Like, whenever he is kind of tentative, he's not as good. And that's just like with a lot of people. Like, he can snap and run real quick and transition to different things really fast. And then he can pull people up in ties whenever he's uncomfortable. So, like, he has a lot of like different tools there to where he can either get away from what you're trying to do or, advance his position just because of his quick transitions and stuff like that. So I think he's going to be pretty dang good.
He's slick. He's got some good.
But then again, right? Like, so, like, guy digs an underhook on him. He don't like it. He could clear it, or he could pull it up because he can throw it too. So he could do a little bit of everything.
He's very tough.
And he got kicked in the head at NCAAs a couple years ago.
I think I sent it to you, Ken. So that, like, I made a GIF out of it. Yeah, he got kicked in the head, and it was like a bobblehead. I think he was on top, right? I think he was doing something. I think
it was like a 4 ankle scramble.
Yeah, and he just kept going. Like, he got hit. It was just like a bobblehead like 4 times, and then he kept going. And
the dude didn't do it purposely, did he do it purposely?
No, it's like 4 ankle scramble. Like, he was looking to like kick elbow, like kick shoulder type thing to kick his like hand off his foot. You know what I mean? And he just kicked.
I don't think it wasn't intentional. Yeah.
It wasn't like the flying armbar that we saw at NCAAs.
Oh no. the cartwheel Kimura.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, that was awesome. I wish I could do that.
Same.
You pretty much did against Michigan State.
True.
By the way,
I was 0-1 for that.
I just I think sometimes people that come on the podcast, their social media is a great indicator of things you can talk about. And I'm just scrolling through Nico's to see if there's anything we're missing.
Okay.
There's a video of him January 8th when the snow is out. Got to get that recovery in. Cenzo, can you please go watch this real quick?
He's on his Twitter?
On his Instagram. He's in his boxers in snow boots, and he just runs into snow and starts rolling around. This is what I'm talking about. The randomness.
Baby.
Nico, we need content every day from you.
You just start sending me stuff to post. You know, I'll do it. Don't you worry. Send me one thing a week. How about that?
So, baby, recovery day.
That's at my parents' house.
I love it.
Recovery day.
Oh boy.
Dude, Enoch would be proud of that because any kind of games are games.
Enoch. Yeah, my neighbors
that,
think I'm a weirdo. Just
so what?
going outside all the time. You know, I don't care. In my boxers and doing workouts.
I can't really do that here.
I did a workout outside in my backyard today. My neighbor's like,
Beautiful.
"What the heck are you doing?"
You said my yard, my rules.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I love it. Like you see the hand, and then like a month later you see the oxygen chamber, and then a month later you see the headphones of Nico just like, I'm coming for you.
Yep.
But yeah, I love it, man.
I'll try to pick it up for you on social media.
Yeah, I like that. I think the fans would like that. Besides, it's all people you can potentially sell to in the future. So a little bit of brand power there.
Looking at the oxygen deprivation right now.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah, that's
Cenzo. You would like that.
Oh yeah.
Cenzo doesn't peg me as the guy though to do like 18 different things.
You know what? Cenzo's been getting into it. He's been asking me a few things because, you know, I got my
sneaky.
I got my quirks. I do, you know, some interesting things. I'm not gonna not tell you that because I do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do. Yeah, some abnormal stuff. So, you know, and he'll pick my brain.
I want to clip that. That's the video.
That's the promo. I do some abnormal stuff, and he picks my brain about it.
Nico Megaludis does abnormal stuff. Baschamania episode 167. Cenzo, you've been doing sneaky stuff?
No, no. I don't do sneaky stuff. I'm sneaky about how I do stuff.
That's fair.
Is that a difference? That is a difference, right?
Oh yeah, that's a big difference.
Yeah, yeah, like that. Like I'm on my weirdo games too. It's all good.
How was your workout this morning, by the way, Cenzo?
It was good. I went and wrestled for a little bit.
Beat up Zahid.
What happened?
No, I wrestled with Shields today, Nico.
It's another.
He hand fought me really hard.
It's another Murraysville dude.
It is another Murraysville dude. Josh Shields down in AZ.
Nico, when are you making the trip out to Arizona State? I got to get out there soon.
Full time.
When it's
full-time
when it's not 148 degrees there.
So it's not. It's like 104. It's like 104. So it's perfect.
It's becoming a Penn State alumni hub. So maybe Megaludis Financial opens up a West Coast office.
You know, it's nice, man.
That would be sick. That would be sick.
The thing that's
and then you'll be with your good buddy Frank.
I could if I wanted to. I mean, 90% of the stuff's virtual. 95% of the stuff's virtual now. So
you got your team. You got Luke back in Pittsburgh.
Luke's going to Tampa.
That's all I need.
Is
Florida, yeah.
Is Luke heading south?
He's going south.
He's leaving us.
Shoot.
I don't blame him though. But no, hey, that's the
less
beauty
chaos
about
in the workplace.
That's the beauty about it. We can do it basically anywhere now.
And you can establish a footprint in Arizona. I don't know, something to think about.
Hey, just let me know, man.
Yeah.
I'll start talking to people.
All right.
You talk to your people. I talk to my
You
people.
got me. I got it.
Now, Nico, I'm going to let you go here in a few minutes. Are you going back to where you came from, or?
Actually, I got a text that someone ditched me, so I gotta.
He needs to get an Uber. He needs to get an Uber home.
Uber. On the street.
I think technically you ditched somebody, though. No.
Yeah. So. I guess I'm a bad boyfriend.
Nico, I think you're a great boyfriend. You're taking time out of your busy Megaludis financial workday and appeasing people. That sounds like a great boyfriend to me.
Sounds like a great
I got stuck.
Also.
I had to go to an animal shelter today. If that's really what you want to know, I had to go to an animal shelter today because I don't know. I've never had a dog in my life, and I guess I may.
Are you getting a dog? Are you getting a dog? Are you getting a dog?
No comment.
Oh, your face looks like you're getting a dog.
The episode headline just changed.
No comment.
Dude, hey, I'm getting a dog too. It's all good.
Are you?
We all get dogs. Yeah.
They're stress relievers. My sister just got a dog.
What kind?
And I don't know. It's like I'm not good with dogs, man. It's like
maybe you should get one.
I guess I'm getting a dog, but I'm not good with it. I don't even know what kind.
Well, I'm 0 for 1 on a pet. We had a pet. His name was, you remember that cartoon show Arthur?
Yep.
Yeah.
So my sister loved it, so we named it Arthur. And then Kerry Coolat was my favorite wrestler when I was young. So we got it when I was like 6. So we named it Arthur Coolat. And
R.I.P. Arthur Coolat.
Yeah, Arthur Coolat. So about 6 months into it, my dad started getting like hives from it, and so his dumb butt decided to put it outside, and he had no way meant to harm it. But it was like it dropped overnight, like tremendously, and apparently, it died. So it died like 6 months in, and he in no way tried to do it. So they picked me up from school the next day. My mom told me, it bawled my eyes out, and that was my one.
Arthur Coolat.
7, 8 years old. Arthur Coolat lasted about 7 or 8 months, and then nothing. Then my sister, her and her fiance got a dog, and it's a stress reliever, I feel like. So I'm not opposed to getting one.
But it sounds like the girlfriend is driving the decision based on your facial reactions.
And where you are while you're getting the dog.
I'm in a park. Look at me. I'm in a park, guys.
I know. You're pacing back and forth. I keep seeing all the trees. This is how you know Nico cannot sit still. Because if you're watching this video version, it's on YouTube and Rokfin. If you're not, you'll see Nico. He cannot sit still. He's walking. And now, normally, Nico moves around a lot. But part of this is also now we know the truth.
I know. I'm getting antsy. I'm getting nervous, guys.
He wants that dog.
Yeah, you got a big weekend ahead of you, Nico. So we're gonna let you go finish. Take care of what you need to do with the shelter.
We'll leave it at that.
As of now, do you know when, Nico? Do you know when you're wrestling again at all?
No. I the thing that's weird about international, there's like nothing coming up that I know of, and I want to be ready for about probably at least 3 months. Yeah. So I'll probably get on the mat in a month, so I don't know. Just get healthy, do what I do, work out in the backyard, have the neighbors, be like, what's the matter with this kid? And keep doing that. And then in a month from now, I'll be on the mat.
Hey, whatever it takes to win.
Yeah.
Forget neighbors.
Whatever it takes.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. And
it's been real.
Cenzo,
if you're around.
It has been real.
Cenzo.
It's been real. It's been fun. What's up?
If you're around in the morning, Bo's coming on tomorrow.
Okay.
I don't know if it's Eastern time or Pacific, but I'll text you about it.
Is he gonna choke me out? Because I don't want to come on if he's gonna choke me out.
You might make some announcements.
Hey, when's his next fight? It's like in a month or.
Tune in tomorrow to Baschamania.
Yeah, he'll probably tell us tomorrow.
Well, it's a UFC contender stuff. So isn't that all?
Well, he just had one like 2 days ago, 3 days ago.
Yeah, but isn't it like a series where
I'm guessing they'll have him back on like
pretty soon?
I would
What
guess probably like a month.
Hey, what about
I'm
him and
guessing
Pat Downey's fighting tonight?
That's the thing. Yeah, Mitch McKee and Pat Downey fight tonight, or they fight in like an hour and a half on Bellator.
There was
prelims.
a third one too, right? But
I didn't see who the third one was. I just saw that McKee and Downey fight today. I didn't. If there's a third one, I missed it.
Let me check.
Oh, see, like how I raised my hand because I had something to say, so I raised my.
You had a.
Hey, we're not in school, brother.
I haven't been in school in a long
Brett
time.
By. I don't know who a Brett By is.
Oh, he's
but he's on the card.
He's from like one of the Dakotas or something like that. I remember seeing that dude in Fargo back in the day.
South Dakota.
But, I'm so smart. But yeah, go watch Bellator fights. I think the prelims
what
are
time?
free.
Do you know what time? I don't mean to keep prolonging this thing and side comments, but what time's it at?
I think it starts at 3 here, so probably 6.
Oh, 6
prelims. Yeah.
Perfect.
6 p.m. Eastern. So
cool. All right, go watch fights. Go watch Nico.
We'll talk to you guys soon.
Nico.
And real.
Subscribe, resubscribe.
Subscribe. Nico. Just good. All right.
Later.
And the beat goes on.